My figgity fall. What is up, my people? We are live right now. You are in Hot Facts with Robert Reese, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. through 3 p.m. We got a hot one for you guys today. Before we get started, I want to make sure you guys know about the Get Upside Challenge out there. I challenge anyone out there to go ahead and use only Get Upside gas station. Save all the money that you get from the cash back over for the remainder of this whole year. And once you do that, share it back like me. I'm going to show you guys where I actually am at. Okay, let me click on my Get Upside. I showed you guys where I was yesterday. Okay, today I am at $38.26. Okay, so at the end of the actually $38.31. I take that back. So at the end of the year, I will show you guys how much I have saved on this and I will cash it out on that day. That is the Get Upside Challenge. I challenge everyone else out there to go ahead and do that. Okay. Also, you're watching Hot Facts for Robert Reese. If you would like to be in one of those, go ahead and send them in. You can send that in to the newyou.rr at gmail.com. That is the newyou.rr at gmail.com. Or you can also send that in SMS. That is area code 951 595 8030 595 8030. That is 951 area code. If you would like to be in one of those, you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese, that is where you send it. My daughter actually is going to pick the super best ones. The top three win. Number one wins a great prize. The next two, you do win something. What's up, brother? How you doing out there? How was your driving this morning? I know I had a very successful morning, lunch, whatever you would say. I had one of those myself. Good afternoon, right back at you. Good afternoon, right back at you. I know mine was, I'll go ahead and let you see the numbers right here. I'll go ahead and let you see the numbers. Where are these numbers? Okay, what did I do? What did I do? How many active hours? Okay, so I went out and I was active for 2.8 hours. And in this 2.8 hours, it's $58.47 for 2.8 hours, but there is still an order that is not there. That bumps that one up to 62, and then the 45 cents that they add on at the end of each day is going to put another like $3 there. So it'll end up being around 60. It'll end up being around 66 for 2.8 hours, which is not bad because that turns into a $30 average. So that is not bad. And it was only 6 orders. It was 3 orders less than the past 3 days, but it made up for it dollar wise. So that was actually not bad at all. Said on the last order for my lunch shift, go ahead, take care of that. I am sending out your placard will be sent out. I will do that tomorrow. Okay, it'll be sent out tomorrow. It's got the Indiglo placard. Okay, it's gonna designate him and let people know what he's doing at nighttime when he's pulling up, especially at night. People can come out and see the drivers, things like that, and you can also park in better places with this. Okay, so he actually won the giveaway. It was yesterday, and it was a Walker sighting, and it was about tell me exactly what happened before the Walker sighting. He got it right, so he gets the placard. Good job right there. Good job right there. We have a good one today. We have Robert B. Drone, who's normally in here. He got deactivated yesterday. He got deactivated. He sent me a text and told me that he got deactivated. He dropped off to a person, and they received their order, and then he gets deactivated because they told him that the person did not get their food. Luckily for Robert, what he did was, people, and this is very, very smart, okay? Always, okay, the picture that goes in from DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub or whatever one it is, that picture right there doesn't stay on your phone. Okay, so the picture can be lost in whatever may happen. It can just be lost in the matrix. Okay. So what happened was Robert actually had proof that he delivered it, and he sent them the proof, and they canceled the deactivation. Someone tried to do the deactivation scam on him yesterday. Okay, so a customer ordered their food, he handed it off, and then they tried to say that they did not get their food. And if it was not for him taking that picture of the actual thing on his own phone, he would still be deactivated. They canceled the deactivation, and he is still good. But he had a huge scare. Okay, people. So remember, these phones are proof. And I know I had it was the very first time. I know that when I watch Moose, he says sometimes that the people, they get mad because he has his GoPro on when he goes into their place of business. They have cameras in there also. They're being watched no matter what. But we are a 1099. We are our own boss. This is us having proof. When the armored guys go in there to get the money out to transport that back, they're recording everything. They're recording all the way down to them go ahead and putting their stuff in the safe and the code and all that stuff. People, if record it so that you have proof. I will never stop doing it. Actually, the manager at this El Pollo Loco, she told her employee that I was all right because I'm just making sure that no one can say I did not pick it up, and no one can say that I did not drop it off. It is right there. That is safety. I'm doing it for my safety and the safety of whoever else is involved, people. So take a picture, record, do exactly what you got to do on that because you don't want that to happen. Sometimes when someone does not have the proof like that, it takes forever for them to get undeactivated. Sometimes it never even happens. So just make sure you do protect yourself. That happened to Robert B. Drone yesterday. Okay. Uh, Also got some news right here. Okay, I'm gonna dive right into this one right here. Okay, this is hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious. It's stupidity that makes you like you're not laughing. It's just like why would you do that? Like why would you do that? Okay, so out here in Huntington Beach, okay, there was a DoorDasher. He was parked at a not parked. He was at a stoplight. Okay, he's at a stoplight. Out of nowhere, two juveniles come up with the gun. They try to carjack him and everything else. Here's what the DoorDash truck driver did. They have a gun, and he tries to fight them back. Um, he's lucky they didn't shoot him or something like that happened on accident. People, if someone has a gun, okay, and all you have, the Brady Bunch right here, this is all you have right here. If you were gonna get carjacked, people, do not try to fight back. That DoorDasher was very, very lucky that he did not lose his life over DoorDash and food in the car. Don't try to fight back. And if you go on, it was on our local news. If you go on yours, juvenile arrested on suspicion of trying to carjack DoorDash driver. That's what it says right there. There it is right there, and it is ridiculous. If you're gonna get carjacked, people, and they have a gun, do not risk your life like that. He was very lucky. Someone would say, well, no, he was right. No, he was very lucky. In this case, in my eyes, he was very lucky that he did not die. Okay. Um, there you go there. Now we have this other one, okay? Now this has to do with DoorDash. It's gonna affect every single DoorDasher out there. What happened is because the fees and everything they've gone up, um, Wix, they've partnered with DoorDash, so that brings in a few hundred different restaurants now. Now, what can happen is they can be part of the Wix.com, and the restaurants don't have to pay the extra fee that they have to pay with putting themselves on the market, like on Grubhub, Uber Eats, or Postmates. So what they're actually doing is they're letting the restaurants go on to Wix. Wix has a deal with DoorDash, so now all those restaurants can actually go in. and because of they were talking about a lot of orders not going out and the restaurants losing money, the restaurants will not lose that much money. But what it will do is it's going to allow DoorDash to have way more restaurants that you guys will be picking up from. I don't know if they're going to be great restaurants, bad restaurants, but it said that it's going to help out a lot of the restaurants who do not have the manpower and things like that. So if they're all the way backed up, they can actually get out of the order, or they can actually I guess DoorDash steps in somehow, or I don't know, but they make it right so that the restaurants can actually be okay with this. And that's Wix. That's Wix. Wix and DoorDash just struck this deal, so it's over a few hundred different restaurants that are involved in this. So if you start seeing places that you've never picked up from, it's because they are not actually on the DoorDash app. They are on Wix.com, a part of that. So now on DoorDash, pretty much they open themselves up, just how it is for like the other orders, like from Sally Beauties and things like that. You can go on to sallybeauty.com, and when you place your order, you do it on Sally's Beauty, but someone else is going to go ahead and drop that off. So you're going to see a whole lot more deliveries from places that you have never delivered from. Also, there's a lawsuit going on from the diners, okay? And they're suing. At this point, it's Grubhub, Uber Eats, and Postmates. I don't know if this lawsuit is going to raise their prices or things on the apps. I have no idea how that is going to work, but all I do know is that this lawsuit is over. Diners are losing money because they're forced to raise their prices inside for takeout and things like that, and they're trying to compete with the actual apps. So by them raising their prices, customers are not actually buying the food. So they've hit percentages from just little in some areas 5 to 10%, in some areas 35% loss because of all the fees that the apps are charging people, and people are actually wanting to do the apps more, but the diners and things are not able to keep up because they have to raise their prices. And it sucks from the people that normally just go there to just eating things, but they're not being able to do that. So this lawsuit is going in. I don't know if I don't know if they're going to win or not, but they are pursuing this right now. And I don't know that if they do win, I have no idea if they're going to raise prices on everything. So right now, diners are getting mad, and then they have to let people go because they don't have the manpower and they are already short. Okay, so there's places that might be shutting down just because of this. But if hey, I'm like this. Um, Sometimes your business has to change, and let's say you're getting more people ordering online than actually inside the place, then maybe they're just going to force everyone to just go on these apps, and then there's just drivers all over the place. It's not going to be anyone doing anything. It's just drivers all over the place. But that is what is going on. That lawsuit is major. So it doesn't say DoorDash though. And I think DoorDash, what they did to cover themselves is like that deal what they just did with Wix. Um, they're having them go ahead and go on Wix, so then they can actually get the same orders and not have to go through the raising the prices and all that. And if the orders cannot be fulfilled, they're able to back out of those orders or whatever it may be. See, DoorDash did that smart, watching them fail to go ahead and do something else. But we don't know if this end is going to be better also. Says Dash Bandicoot. Says, I've been general managing restaurants last 4 years before DoorDash. It's way easier to just do online, more profitable as well. See, yeah, and I think that that's what they're doing right now. They're pretty much trying to force some of these places, to just switch. Everything is digital, and you're sitting at your home, you're streaming everything. They want people to go ahead and do that. So that seems like what it's doing. These small things that they're putting in place. I think DoorDash right now is on the jump on that. Now I don't know how this transfers and relates when it gets into the Instacarts and the places that are doing the grocery deliveries. But I'm pretty sure small mom and pop grocery stores are on some of these gig apps like Caviar and things like that. I know they just struck a deal with BP also, so Cornerstone's involved. So there are more grocery stores. I don't know what this means for grocery stores, but as of right now, that is what it's going to mean on DoorDash and the rest of us for these restaurants. Said order done, 3 hours, $96. I'm happy. See, that's not bad, people. That's that. He's been hitting that. If you guys have been watching his comments for the past like week, at least this week right here, he's been hitting his 28 to 30 bucks. Okay, he's been hitting that. He's been hitting that, and this is his lunch. Says they got a taste of it during COVID. See, that's what it was. He says, I know because I was running my spot. Now they know it's sustainable and cheaper. They're definitely going to press that line. Exactly, they're going to press that line. You can just see right now how many people just order. I delivered to the same in today's episode. It actually should be done uploading. You guys should be able to. You should be able to see that there. Yep, it is uploaded. It is there to see. So on today's episode, I actually delivered to. I went to a UNFI. Okay, so I went to a UNFI, and I delivered to a trucker. So came out and got the food, and they didn't realize that you can actually do carts on Uber Eats and Postmates. You can do carts and go. I could have got paid less, but they didn't know. So I went to my next pickup, and it was the exact same person. I dropped off to the exact same truck, and I was like, "Wow, I just got paid a lot of money off this truck." And they did a tip alert, okay, and gave me a thumbs up. Incredible says incredible voice session. Okay, is 500 a day attainable? I can tell you this. Okay, now 500 a day is attainable if you are in the perfect market, and you're gonna have to be on it. You're gonna be you're gonna have to drive all until your time is out, the 10, 12 hours. Then you're gonna have to like try to recharge. You're gonna have to go like straight. You would have to be like in an area like downtown LA, Santa Monica, Long Beach, Hollywood, New York, every super major place. And you would have to not turn down any orders. You cannot skip orders. You cannot turn down any orders because you have to constantly be on the go. Otherwise, you're going to be on for like 24 hours nonstop. But it is attainable. I mean, if you do rideshare and you mix in, when I did rideshare, I used to have the Uber Eats on with the Uber and the Lyft. So like if it was Uber Eats, I'll drive an Uber passenger, and then sometimes my very next thing is a food order. So I'll just go pick that up. So I'm just moving, because also with the rideshare, someone can be going 100 miles, 180 miles. You never know. So those could come in, and if you take someone like a 3 hour ride or something, and that's like a super fat tip. On top of that, it's attainable if you want to be a zombie for like, once you're done working, you're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna be like in a slumber. So, but it is attainable. Depending on where you are, I'm pretty sure that there's drivers that exclusively like work in the Beverly Hills area and deliver to, all those people there, and that's only where they work in Calabasas and stuff. And they've worked up a good relationship with rapport with some houses. Some houses are giving like $70 tips and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure it can happen. You just have to be in the right situation, right time, right market. Because look, you can do 200 in a day. 200, you do 200 in a day, and you're like, man, I did 200 in like 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever. Some people might do it in 10. That's just 200. So now just think about how much more you have to do. You would have to be on every single app out there. You would have to, like, your main hustle would have to be like Instacart. It would have to be Instacart, rideshare. Yeah, it would have to be Instacart and rideshare. You would just do Instacart and rideshare the whole time. That would be all you're doing the whole time to try to attain $500 a day. Yeah, he says you got to grind hard, multi-apping for 500. Said I only do DoorDash. So yeah, see, that's the whole thing. Yeah, you have to grind so hard. He said you can do the group orders on DoorDash too. Those, yeah, we have those on Uber. But those are normally, I've only seen those primarily in the major metropolitan areas where you have all these apartments, just going sky high and stuff like that. And that's where a lot of people, like they're having get-togethers and stuff. They're leaving those downtown area clubs and bars, or what I mean, things like that. Where I am, I normally don't get a lot of those. I just get the regular stacks, you know what I mean, or sometimes people don't like going to Chipotle and they'll give me all the orders at one time. He said the best I've done in my market is 350. Yeah, 350 to 400 is very, very attainable. This past Christmas, during the Christmas and New Year, oh my goodness, that was like that was an easy like 240 a day. That was easy right there. People were just ordering, picking up all these gift boxes and packages and getting them to people. That's you can make a whole lot during that time. Thank you. Video this live right now. I try to do what I can do. I'm just trying to help everybody out. Anybody else out there have a great day like my man TFT out there? I know I hit that $30 average right there. I'm gonna go ahead and give him some of that, pat that back right there. That's only luck. But see, the thing is, yesterday was a tough day. I have to pack up and just get out and leave, tuck my tail and leave with my chin up high. My tail was tucked, but my chin was high. I'll tell you that, because the morning time, it seemed like every single, like, I got 9 orders in like a little over 2 hours. So that was like really, really, really good. And then the evening time came, and then I got like 5 or 6 orders in, but it seemed like those 5 or 6 orders took for, like, there were like huge gaps. And so I had to just stop, because I wasn't going to just be sitting out there waiting for all them hours. And luckily I ended up with $101 in 4.4 hours, and then the money I made from the gas made it into 107. So I made $107 in 4.4 hours, which is still under 5, so it's over 20. So, but that was terrible. And then today, I guess, I stuck in there and did that. And the gig gods, I guess what you would say, the delivery gig gods said, we gonna let you have a good day today. Start your day on off right and get it in. So that's what I did. I took advantage of it, and bada boom, bada bing. Now I just hope, the rest of this weekend is all right also. Because I hate it when, you get that weird day, like Friday, like Thursday and Friday, and Saturday is like dead, and then it picks up on Sunday. I want like the whole weekend to have just none of this, just all the way through. I don't know about you guys, but the weekend in my area, downtown Riverside area, it's so busy. But the only thing is, it's hard to park. It is hard to park. I see people get tickets for double parking all the time. People do not double park. That is a thing in the past. Do not double park. You got to waste your time and then go to court and do all this stuff, and then bring in your proof that you're a courier, and then it's too much stuff. Do not double park. Do not do that. He says, I like the live though, fam. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Go ahead. It said Dash Gang, Dash Gang. That's what it is. You got, hey, get it in non-stop, whatever you got going on. Yeah, Pedro sent you there. Yeah, I saw you in there when he said Robert Reese live, hot facts live in 10 minutes. I typed it in because he said you wanted to see who you can vibe with. So I went ahead and threw that out there. Pedro said that. I started mine, and I see you in. Thanks for being here, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Let me give you a breakdown on me. I've been driving since 2015. Okay, so I'm one of the first batch. Like, I'm at the end of the first batch. From the second batch and the new batch merging in. I'm from that batch right there. I've been driving for a long time, and I know things that a lot of people don't know. I made this channel because I just happened to be going on YouTube, and I saw this video, and I saw a bunch of people just like telling people how not to make the most money. And I'm like, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm gonna show people how to go ahead and do this. And I'm showing people, and I'm showing people another way. And I'm not telling you to do my way. I'm just saying take from here what you can use and add it into yourself. Whatever you can't use, don't use it. Whatever you can, please grab it. And that's what I'm here. I'm trying to redirect and show people that we can do all what we can do through all this. Thank you, Dash Bandicoot. Like Pedro said, that is a cool name because I used to play Crash Bandicoot and I was vicious. PlayStation 1. Okay, PlayStation 1. When I was, 14, 13, 14 years old, I was playing Crash Bandicoot. It came for free with the video game. With the video game, it came for free. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Now, people do know that it is Friday night, and randomly in areas, especially busy areas, police will put out checkpoints. Okay, police will put out checkpoints and speed traps, and all that other stuff today. TFT says ordered my box today. People, he said, look, he's already hitting these 30 averages. He's gonna get that box, that piece of equipment right there. It's gonna add into his revenue, and then he actually won the placard that's going in the Indiglo. So he's about to have that. So he's about to be doing it. He is about to be doing it. Oh, and it's great. Whenever you park at the hotels, you just park right in the front when when the workers there see you and they see that your car is lit up and stuff like that, they tell you, hey, go to the little coffee bar and stuff. You can get your coffee. And I like to go and grab coffee. And sometimes they'll have like kind bars or little saltines. Hey, little saltines and water goes a long way when you are driving. Sometimes you can't stop and you got to eat. And as long as you have a couple saltines, some peanuts, some pistachios, have something small like that in your car. I would say almonds and nuts like that because you're going to get the best for your energy. It's going to give you some protein and things like that. So if you can't stop because you got to eat, just have something like that. Boom, boom, boom. Every place you go into at Starbucks, I always make sure to ask, can I get some water? They give you that big old water with that ice. You can sip on that. And as long as you got something like that, some nuts or something to keep your fuel going, it's protein. It keeps you alert. It's got good healthy fats in it. It'll keep you going because there's times when you'll just stop and say, man, I'm hungry. I know I do that too. I am human. I do that too. So as long as you got some type of secret compartments in your car where you can store some stuff, go ahead and do that just so you can always be out on the run. Okay. I do know that I'm going to be trying going to the beach pretty soon and doing some deliveries. I'm going to take my wife down there so we can do a double team and see and actually see how much we can do together down there at the beach. Okay, and it says, hey, great tips. Look, man, I got to keep it real. I have a degree in nutrition through NASM. Okay, so I have that. Okay, and then I'm a personal trainer, retired. So I like to make sure even though I'm not training anyone anymore, I'm just training my son because he's in sports now. So that's where the focus is there. Outside of that, I'm gonna give you the info and stuff like that on how to stay moving and grooving because that's all we got to do. He said, "Yeah, I keep chili seasoned dried mango chunks." Ooh, ooh, so I keep. Ooh, chill seasoned dried mango chunks with me. He said, "Small world." He said, "I'm a personal trainer too." All right, check this out. So, LA Fitness. I started at LA Fit Fitness. I became the weekend GM there, then became the PT GM there. I left there because I didn't want to be a GM anymore. Because more and more people thought that they were going to get my service and my training, and when I passed them off to a trainer, and they're like, this is definitely not the same. This is not it. So I didn't like that. I wanted to be with the people. So I stopped being the director, and then I went ahead and did my whole fitness program at Irvine Valley College. Did that, sports medicine, all that other stuff. Did all that there. Then went to Bally's And at Bally's, you're a trainer, but you're pretty much they have a GM there, but he trains too. Everyone trains, so you make your money like that. So I don't got to pass anyone on. Did that. LA Fitness bought out Bally's. LA Fitness wanted me to go back to being a GM. Stopped doing that. Took all my clients. Went solo. Went solo for about 8 years, 8, 9 years on my own. Did that. Had my website doing that. Big success. Weight loss stories and all that. And then just kind of got burnt out with it. Just got burnt out with it. And then when everyone started like getting sick and all that stuff, I was like, yeah, definitely not. Nope, 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 nope. So what I did was I stopped that business and start doing some other stuff. And then I was like, bam. I saw people messing up doing these orders, so I said I'm going to take my business model and do the exact same thing here and show people exactly how you're supposed to be doing it because I've been doing this for so long also, and all I want to do is help people. And that is it. Yeah, I couldn't do the Planet Fitness. They were trying to get me to be one of their GMs not too long ago, and I was like, nope. And Planet Fitness, they got that bell that they ring on people for just grunting when they lift weights. I am against all of that. But I don't want to do that stuff anymore. I like doing this. I think my voice is better helping people like this and giving you information that you can actually use and not being a puppet under someone else. This is my platform and I get to share everything because I hate going to work for someone when they underpay you for everything that you know what you're worth and they try to keep that down and harness you. So this right now, can't no one censor me, can't no one do that. I'm gonna help and give all the information I can, whether people like it or not. Some of the tips I give, people say you're giving away too much. There's never a such thing as giving away too much. Okay, if you hold too much in, then you're a bad person. I want to share and see the next man smile. That's the whole focus of this whole channel right here. Okay, we're getting close to 300 subscribers now, everyone. We're getting close there. We are just right around the 290 mark. Okay, the goal is 1,000. The goal is 1,000. We're gonna be doing a giveaway pretty soon. It's gonna be some more delivery boxes, not bags, with cup holders and stuff like that for people. If those of you who would like to donate, this goes out for everyone there. Gas cards, things like that. You can donate. There's a GoFundMe set up at Hot Facts with Robert Reese. That's on the GoFundMe or on Cash App. You can actually do Cash App, Hot Facts at Cash App. You can go ahead and send those things in there. That's how you go ahead and get that stuff in. All the donations and thing, it goes in to help with everyone winning stuff. As long as everyone keeps winning, my goal is to have everybody with equipment, everyone being professional when you're doing your thing, because when you are going into work with all of your tools in your bag, you're going to make the most money, people. And if I see there's a way to help people out with that, then I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that's how you guys go ahead and donate there on GoFundMe, Hot Fact with Robert Reese, and on the Cash App, you got the Cash App, Hot Facts, okay? That's how you go ahead and do that there. Chime, all that stuff, whatever. Everything's out there, but those are the two right there. I like the GoFundMe because it goes in and people can actually see who actually went ahead and did something right there. We've already had 5 winners so far in 2 months. Right now we've had 5 winners right now, so people are getting some extra stuff. People are seeing that it's actually helping them out and benefiting them, and we got a whole lot more coming. Okay, a whole lot more coming. So stay tuned for that. At this time right now, we all do know I do a quick intermission really quick. I'm going to do an intermission, get some water, take a vitamin. I'll be right back like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. And for all those people who don't know, every day before we start this live and we start our day, that Bruce Lee right there under the great Lakers right there, okay? Phil Jackson and Pat Riley. It says, knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. That is exactly what I like to do. TTMA TBF, train the mind and the body follows, okay? I'll be right back in 2 and 2. All right. All right. I don't need much, people. I don't need much time. Said I'm at it for 4 months. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay. I am back. That was in no time. Oh, people, make sure you have on a good pair of shoes. Um, reason why you need a really, really good pair of shoes when you are doing these deliveries. You are going to stub your toe a lot. I don't know if you realize that some of these little steps and things when you go to these houses, you will stub your toe, you will trip. You like they may have an obstacle there. You might roll your ankle a little bit. Make sure you have on a good pair of shoes. I know sometimes like Skechers look weird, but go ahead and get you a pair of Skechers, some New Balance, Asics. Get you a good pair of Nikes. I don't know where mine are. I got me a good pair of Nikes and they work. Make sure you have a good pair of shoes on, and you never know when that one house has that, they say leave it at the garage or something. and because that dog is gonna come. You never know when you gotta run. You never know when you gotta run. So make sure you have on a good pair of shoes. I almost had to run twice, but it was the people's dog. Okay, if you're trying to deliver in church shoes, it is not gonna work. Okay, delivering something good. It's summertime coming up now, people. So the weather is now going to become a whole lot more warm. A lot of the jeans and things, I was like try to shy away from those, just because you may be in your car sweating, and you may be sweating and stuff. Shorts, light windbreak pants, nice shoes, things like that. Things that has good airflow, because you never know when the summertime comes. I've been doing this for a long time. In the area in California where I live, it gets really, really hot. Okay, so it can get like 112 degrees right here. 107, 106 all the time, but it can get hot. And you never know where you're going to be, because you can drive anywhere you want. So you may be in an area where the restaurant is actually like outside. I don't know if you guys have ever been to like I have to do deliveries in Palm Springs, okay? And people don't believe the hype. Palm Springs is not as good as what you think. It's only good deliveries towards the weekend. Throughout the whole weekend, Palm Springs is trash. But Palm Springs, okay, man, 117 degrees, barbecue place, outside. I had to stand outside. What? No. And when I mean outside, all right, they had the inside, they had the inside, right? But that's only if you were like eating and it's packed in there. So, you can't just be standing, bumping people and all that stuff. So you got to go stand over there. You got to stand where there's room. And where I had to stand was like they had the outside surrounded by the little gate. It's outside, but it's still attached. And I had to stand out there. No, 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 people. And I was not dressed right. I was not dressed right. I got out the car. Man, Palm Springs need on tank tops and like 1985 Magic Johnson shorts. You need on some of those, okay? Some of those. He said he's got the Nikes all day, the Nike Airs. Yeah, see, black steel toe boots with heavy insoles. Now I do know that they have the composite It's like a composite steel toe where the shoe is like light as a feather. You can throw it up and do all type of stuff. The shoe is light as a feather, but the actual protection part works out really, really well. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shoot. I got me a pair of Skechers. I'm not gonna lie. I got a pair, and I'm one of the ones that said I will never wear a pair of Skechers, just because when they were first coming out, Skechers looked like they used to look like like the assisted shoes. Like if one of your legs was like shorter than the other one, and it's got that big boot on the bottom. The Skechers used to look like that, but just not be black. So I always said I will never wear a pair of Skechers. But as you get older and you get wiser, Skechers, get you a pair of Skechers. You got to protect your bunions, people. You got to protect your bunions. And they're vented correctly also. Okay. Now I do know that tonight's going to be, I know that tonight is going to be really, really busy. For a lot of you guys drive safe. I said about the checkpoints and things like that. I started into that earlier, but police will have checkpoints that they will be out in areas where they are normally not supposed to be, and then in areas where they are supposed to be, they will be in full force. Look out for motorcycle officers and officers on mountain bikes. The weekends is when they unleash those dudes out to the street, and those are the ones who give you tickets where you least expect them. Watch your meters and watch everything else like that. When delivering to some of these homes, and they have you park on the outside, and they say they're going to meet you outside, or if they say just come in the gate and you see that you cannot park there, do not get your car towed away while you were trying to do your job. People, I've seen a guy get his car towed while actually doing deliveries. Okay, so and it normally happens on the weekend, because make sure you guys are aware of the tow trucks. They are busy on these days also. So just make sure you are vigilant, and you are watching every single place. You don't want to do a delivery, you run into the apartment building, and that tow truck guy was watching you go in there, and the minute you went in, he went ahead and just towed your car and was gone. And he's going to say, well, it's already hooked up. When you come out and say that's my car, he's going to say it's already hooked up. You got to give me $50 or $75 just for me to drop it. Okay. So make sure you are being aware. He said, I can't wear shorts. Yeah, if you can't wear shorts, some windbreakers or something else like that, some type of light type of sweatsuit thing like that, just something that you can be loose in. You know what I mean? Because when it's hot, women, I don't know about you guys, women, but all I know is this. When men sweat and they wearing jeans and we've been working all day, we don't want to smell that. We don't want to smell that ourselves. So, to men, just do it right and dress accordingly, because check this out. What if you go into a restaurant and you've been sweating in jeans and you got some funk on you, and you go have to sit down and wait, and someone sits next to you, and someone keeps doing stuff like this. When people start doing that, you are funky. Okay, you are funky, and you should have known. You should have known. He said my legs are too white. He said I'll blind my customers. Hey man, a little bit of cocoa butter and some sun, you will be all right. Cocoa butter and some sun, you will be all right. Now I can't be in the sun too much. Like, I'm not a super dark dude. I'm not a super dark dude. I'm like a regular, I guess what you would say, I'm regular. But let me tell you, okay, the color of my shadow right here, okay, my whole skin's gonna go dark like that. And then like it don't look right because my skin is not that dark. So when I look like that, I look like an alien or something. It looks weird. I don't like that. So I can't it's like a, I don't know what color it is. I don't like that color on me though. I like this and that's it. My kids are high yellow, so my kids are high yellow. And then my daughter is even super more yellow because my wife is Italian, Peruvian, and Italian. And then on my side, we have some stuff mixed in us. We have Native American, and we have Caucasian, and you know what I'm saying, all that. Well, a lot of blacks got Caucasian mixed in as people. Just think about it. We all got a lot mixed in us. But yeah, I can't get any darker. I cannot get any darker. I cannot be a two-tone. Two-tones do not look good. Uh-uh. So just make sure you are protecting yourself. Keep them legs under wrap if you cannot take them things out. Okay. So I was on Pedro's live earlier. He was walking through the park, and I guess his day wasn't going too well with his lunch. He walked through some stuff, messed up his shoes and everything. People, that was pretty much how I felt last night. I had to run. I had to run while I still made enough, and I did not want to put myself in that mode right there, because you have to take time off and stop to get back on course. So when I knew that was going to happen, I called it quits. He did take a break, and he was done. He said, I'm taking a break. So he called it quits. He entertained a few orders, but he did call it quits. When you get like that, people, just go ahead and call it quits, because you never want to get an order and then that energy can go be passed on to a customer. You know what I mean? Let's say the customer asked for something that nobody else really asked for, and they were bugging you on the text, and then you're already in the mood. And now when you go speak to that person, if it is a meet at door, you're gonna give them some of that, and they can all go bad. So whenever you get to a point to where you've had enough for the day, people, don't second guess yourself and say, well, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Give yourself a little bit of time to at least get that energy off before you keep going. But just go ahead and take that break. Take that break, because you can get deactivated by comments that you make to a customer. Okay. It can happen. So just be cool and woosah. Right now, it has to do. There's a lot of frustrated drivers just because of the orders that are coming in now. Um, right now with the gas, the drivers that don't understand or know how to drive, even when the gas is like this, they're not driving right now. So now all the other orders that are out there, they're for the people that normally drive. And so if we don't take those orders, then no one's going to do them. And then that's when it's going to go bad. So we have to take those orders now. But the people that say that they cannot make money with the gas, yes, you can. You just have to think about, you have to know how much you can make. When you put gas in your car, you have to know for every quarter of a tank, you have to know a quarter of a tank. I know I can get this many orders in and make this. You have to know what you can do on that. Once you are able to break it down like that, you are able to still drive, because you see the money that you are going to be making. It's going to go in and you're going to know how to use it. You got to figure out that. You gotta figure that out. Okay. You got to figure that out. Know how much you make per dollar. Know how much you make. If you don't want to just do the math, just visually look at your gas tank and then look at your app. Okay, man, I only had a half a tank of gas when I started. Okay, I got a quarter tank of gas left. Oh, I made $75 on a quarter tank of gas. Oh, okay. Okay, so that lets me know, bam. And then once you do it like that, it's very easy for you to still drive. Don't think because gas prices are going up, you cannot drive. Then that means everything out there that has to do with delivery, no one would be driving. That means no shuttles, no nothing. No, there will be no one doing anything. The pool man can't get to go and do his job and drive to the houses and clean the pools. The landscapers can't go and mow that lawn and do all that, because that's not the way it is. We gotta deal with the gas prices. You just have to figure out to put more back. That's what that get upside challenge is for. Okay. use nothing but the get upside gas stations and save up for the whole year and see how much money you're gonna have. I'm at 38 bucks right now. Okay. So every day it goes up like $1 and some change every day. So I'm gonna do it for the whole rest of the year. I recycle. Okay. I recycle all the time. I keep a bag in the back of my car. I do this all. I constantly preach this. I'm doing things like this just to make sure I have, some extra for gas so I can still drive. Look at this. That $96 today was just on a quarter tank. People, I tell my wife this all the time. I tell my wife, that you should be able to get $90 made on a quarter tank of gas. And just right there, that's exactly what it is. Once she started realizing that, now she looks at that, and now she knows how much gas to put inside the car now, because at first, she just started back in September. I've been driving for a long time, so she just started driving in September. I think she has like 2,500 deliveries in since September, and she was just going driving and just putting in gas and not really paying attention, to all that. I would try to tell her, but I said it takes every single person to realize for themselves, because you are the person that is actually doing the driving in your vehicle. So people, when you are doing this job, you sign up to this job. I see your ride share audio. Thanks for coming on in. When you are doing this job, okay, you have to do this. Like, it is not a just drop. No, you got to figure this out. You have to do math. This job has math. You have to. And if you're not good at math, you got to visualize and then figure it out. You can't just be driving aimlessly, just driving. You will lose so much money that way, and then you'll never want to drive again, and then you'll have a really bad experience. Okay. So he says full tank is $45. Said full tank, $45. Hold up. A full tank to fill up. Um, Oh, he said, okay, he said 450 for every full tank. Yeah, at least. Okay, so he's making at least 450 for every full tank, and a full tank of gas for him and his car is $4. It's $45. Okay, so that's not bad. So he's making his money on his. See, he actually went ahead and did that math. Right, share rodeo. Yeah. What up there to you from Dash Bandicoot? Okay. So what I do is, you know what? I actually, when this with this gas thing, um, I put in the same amount of gas dollar wise that I have always have. I don't know. It's weird. I put that in and I just drive. Sometimes, like, when I want to like fill up, I'll go ahead and do the extra. But I like when my car gets to like when it's at 3/4, once it gets like right a little bit past that half, I put more gas in. I like to do it like that. Just because to me, mentally, Shaq, I do hear you, Shaq. I like to, when it gets back to half, put it in. I feel like I'm not wasting money putting it in. I'm just like I'm putting in this much gas, and that's it. So speaking of gas, in our area, we have on Get Upside gas stations. This is ridiculous right now. Some of these places are at 21 cents, 21 cents a gallon, cash back. I'm gonna have to do that when I leave in a few. But 21 cents back a gallon is actually not bad, people. Just think about it. If you put 21, and look at this, look at this, Valero gas station, 21 cents. 21 cents cash back. Okay. Their gas is $5.95. So it drops it to $5.74. But that 21 cents now, okay, let's say you go ahead and you throw in that 35 bucks in your car. You're getting yourself a good penny going back. That's why I am doing this Get Upside challenge. I'm going to show you guys how much I actually have. The people that are going to sit back and say, man, I should have started this a long time ago. I just started it. Okay. I'm at $38. I just started. I am in the brand new phase right now also. Come along and join. And when it's over, look, the people that say, I wasted so much money on this gas with this Russia stuff, people like me are going to say, well, look at how much I got back. I made sure I wasn't giving them everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's right there. Right Share Rodeo said, he said, working and listening. Man, I love it. I love to have this thing go on. Right Share Rodeo. I'm on every single day. Well, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I let drivers know about the cheaper gas stations, the hot spots in the area. We get Doordash, Uber Eats, gig news in the beginning. I go over gig news, different things like that. Give you my insight with my expertise. I've been driving for a while. People throw in questions. We go over it. Has anyone got any tip alerts? Has anyone got a tip alert today? I got I got two tip alerts. I got two tip alerts. And today there is a, he says he's got 30 bucks back on Get Upside. Good thing there. I delivered today. It's a special episode today. One of the deliveries, I'll give a sneak peek. When my son passed, I lived across the street from the neighbor, and they helped me out a whole lot. And I actually delivered to their house, and I was talking about them on the way there. And it was a meet at door, and it ended up being actual. It was a leave at door, which ended up being a meet at door, and it is really good for you guys to see. And I tell people, you get people, and you're in the community a lot, and that does happen. And so check out the episode. It's my second delivery of the day, so it happens relatively quick in the episode. It is a very good thing to see, and hopefully that sets the mood for a lot of you guys on what you're going to do for tonight when you're driving, or just whatever you're going to do when you get off of here. Okay, do whatever you got to do. Good to have you in here, Ride Share Rodeo. Okay, my channel is a little over 60 days old. The first video was January 25th, but I am an OG in this gig thing. I am not new to sharing and teaching and educating and things like this. So I'm glad to have you over here. I'm in to help this community, not tear it apart and break it down. I'm here for everyone to take pieces. I take pieces from everyone. That was what that interview with Pedro was about, to show people that, like, hey, even though someone feels like this, you can still show support, and boom. And if I see something that I like that they do, I'm gonna take me a piece of that. You see something that, just take a piece of that, and everybody mix in. The goal is to be able to have the goal is to have no dead zones in neighborhoods from bad drivers screwing over houses, and the houses thinking that every driver sucks and things like that. The goal is to have every home just be more generous to all the drivers out here. He said 29,000 rideshare rides in Denver. Ooh, wee boy, that is a lot. Let me see. You got me by a whole lot, because even though I've been driving for a long time, I had, other jobs where I would do it, to fill in, or when I was free and stuff like that. So on Uber Eats and Postmates, like, if just about $5,000 deliveries there. On Uber, just in the passengers, I got 200. I got 200 rides there. On Lyft, I have 800 and some change ride share rides. There's a company called Best Deliveries. I have a few hundred deliveries there. I have on DoorDash, I think like 600 deliveries on DoorDash. Instacart, I got a couple hundred on Instacart. I have on WAG, I've watched maybe like 12 different dogs, walked the dogs a little bit. Yeah, man. And I also barbecue and cook food. So every now and then, you guys will be seeing my food, and I sell my plates at $10 a plate. So, at times I'll have like 30 plates lined up, ready to go. Okay. And I do deliver those too whenever I'm doing that stuff. I do for fundraisers and all that stuff. Hey, boy. Hey, I grind, people. I'm out here grinding. Rideshare Rodeo got the grind on everybody. 29,000. That boy live in his car right there. He lives in that car right there, making that money. I'm glad that you are here riding and listening, okay? But everyone, it is now that time that I gotta say goodbye to all my listeners. Big boy, shout out. I'm not gonna do the rest because I'm not paying you. Yeah, buddy. It's your boy Reese. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon.